A banquet, hosted by Her Grace, the Sultana, is due to begin shortly. Attendance is by invitation only. Please make way for arriving guests. We are honored to receive you, milady. Please proceed inside. I believe my sweater speaks for itself. What is that guy wearing? Man, I kind of fit right in, not gonna lie.
All hail the Sultana. Your Grace.
Raoban? By right of the Royal House of All, I, Nanamo, 17th of my line, have summoned you here. We are graced this day by the presence of a hero to Ul'dah and dear friend to the crown. Honored guests, I give you our champion!
Champion. Yeah, sweater lady!
I bid you enjoy the feast.
Not to spoil your appetite, but Ul'dah is hardly so bountiful as this meal would have you believe. While we gorge ourselves, children starve in the streets. Nor can Her Grace do aught to help them. She is thwarted at every turn by those on the Syndicate who derive their wealth from the workers' poverty. Beneath her mask of stately serenity, she is aghast at the plight of her subjects. But there will be no hope for the masses until the crown is restored to power. I am truly grateful for all you have done for Ul'dah, but there is so much more to do. That light, what is it?
My sweater?
So bright, almost like by the 12. Tell me true, have you been troubled by strange dreams of late? Visions of the crystal? Mayhap you put them down to an excess of ether? Yes, you are like they were. Allow me to explain. Before you came to Eorzea, there were others like you who fought the Primals. Though they were not of this land, when the Guardian Empire threatened the realm, they helped bring together the 3 grand companies. And they stood with us at Cartano, that fateful day 5 years ago. The day we lost them. None who survived have forgotten the hero's sacrifice. Nor would any man deny they fought alongside us. But the names of these heroes come not to our lips. The once familiar pages of their story are now blank to us. And in our mind's eye, their faces are naught but silhouettes amid a blinding glare. It is for this reason that we have come to call them the Warriors of Light. When I look at you, I cannot help but think of them, and of what you might achieve. You must protect that crystal at all costs. It is a gift from Hydaelyn, Mother of All, and one she gave to you for a reason. Yours is no ordinary tale. If I am right, the fate of the realm may yet hang upon your deeds. Only heroes and martyrs are fit to bear such a burden. Let us pray you are the former.
I'm gonna go to sleep now.
Arms to the fore! Victory belongs to the bold! Show those Imperial whore sons what we're made of!
The left flank buckles. Divert the barracudas. Bid them hold that position, though it costs them their lives.
The yellow serpents are in need of succor. Pray, send the white wolves to their aid.
I don't like the way she said sucker.
The adventurers risk life and limb for our cause. We must not fail them.
They're in need of soccer?
Is aught amiss?
No, it is nothing.
Bloody hells! The barrier won't go down so easily! Eyes forward!
We are being watched.
What? Okay.
Raging Bull, calling Bloodthorn. Bloodthorn, respond! Respond, damn you!
Alpha team.
Raging Bull, this is Mad Snake. Respond.
Snake? Snake?
Ryder, this is Raging Bull. What news?
We're surrounded by a blaze. There is no way out. God preserve, what is that thing?
What's going on? Speak to me!
God damn it! We cannot hold much longer.
Mad Snake! Mad Snake! Answer me!
Oh no, we did the snake meme.
Damn it! Damn it all to the seventh hell!
I feel like they had to have been on purpose. Yeah.
What of the barracudas? Can they not be reached?
Sorry, Admiral. Shell's not working.
What of our own?
I cannot say, my lady. That monstrosity appears to be disrupting our communications.
It also seems to be killing everything.
We must keep trying. Call till they respond.
Her voice is way too clear. Like, it's bothering me. Like, all the other voices feel like they're here, and then she feels like she's in a phone booth or something. Like, it's like super... Her voice is so much louder and clearer.
Yes,
She's
my
speaking
lady.
right to us.
Admiral, General, we can do no more. We must give the order to withdraw.
She also sounds asleep, yeah.
I will not forsake Louis Soir!
General, please. Victory may belong to the bold, but there will be no victor this day.
General, please.
You know this to be true. Let us not sacrifice lives in vain.
This isn't the first time this is like... This reminds me so much of Final Fantasy XIII, where I made the same... I had the same thought about 13's cast. This is an MMO, it's a bit different, but still, like... Is it not hard to, like, put some emphasis on things? Like, it's very odd to me that they would, like, be okay with this. I don't know... I don't know what goes into, like, voice acting, per se. Like, I know a little bit about it, but not enough to really tell you, but I just wonder, like, Why is it that they hear this and they're like, yeah, that's good. Like, this is the fate of your entire first game. Like, you made an entire game and then destroyed the entire world to create 2.0. And this scene is explaining how the entirety of all of the experiences that everyone had of the first game came to an end. And like, the one guy's trying, at least. It's not great. Like, he's more of just not, it doesn't seem like a very super skilled voice actor, but like, he's trying, he's putting his all into it. Like, you can appreciate that. And maybe this character, her whole point is that she's very monotone. But even the other girl is not really much into it either. Or the guy that she asked, like, can we get in contact? And he's like, the shell isn't working. Like, it seems like they're all kind of like, eh. Like, I could buy the fact that maybe this character is supposed to be super omnipotent and just like always, you know, like she doesn't have any emotion, like whatever. But why isn't the other guy like, they're not responding, the shell isn't working? You're like where's the like, everyone you know and love is dying, like you know? I mean, maybe it's more of like a, these are the hoity-toity guys at the top of the hill while everyone else is in battle, and they're just like up here like, well, everyone's dying. Like, maybe that's the idea, but I don't know. I don't buy it. I think the voice acting could have been better. Which apparently it's better in the later
fight bravely, but to
DLCs.
no avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Louis Soir.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, I could buy that. Like, she's been trained to not have emotion. It bothers me way more in Final Fantasy. I don't know how to get out of this without telling it to end the cutscene. It bothers me way more in Final Fantasy 13. Way more in Final Fantasy 13. Here, it's like it makes sense a bit more, and also it's an MMO, and also, you know, it gets better later. But Final Fantasy 13, man, it drove me crazy how we could sit there for 40 hours in a story and then get to the final climax, and it sounds like everyone's asleep. And these are not characters that are supposed to be, you know, stone-faced. These are characters that had emotion in previous scenes. We get to the end and they're just like, no, don't go.
Belay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately. Give the foreign levy priority. Let the main host cover their retreat and bring up the rear.
Damn it! Relay the order. All flames are to withdraw. I don't care if our link cells are useless. You still have a working pair of legs, don't you? Well, use them, you bloody half-wit!
So, like, he has the inflection. He just isn't, you know, he needs some work. But, like, he's got the inflection right. Like, he's trying. You could tell the difference between him and the other characters.
The outcome of this battle was long since decided.
Yeah, I'm definitely buying her.
Then risk a massacre.
That's not a massacre. I definitely buy her as a character that just doesn't have emotion, or is trained to not have emotion. She's got that aura about her. The other one, not so sure.
This dark, stifling presence. Who or what?
I might as well talk about this now while we're in this cutscene. One of my biggest pet peeves ever in any media is when a character says, oh, it's nothing, for no reason. It drives me crazy. It's like the worst trope. It's in like every movie and every show and every video game. There's always this moment where there's like something off in the distance, or something that this character knows that no one else knows. And one of the other characters will be like, what was that? And they're just like, oh, nothing. And like 20% of the time, there's a reason that they don't tell that character. But like 80% of the time, there's no reason, and they just do it to make it seem more mysterious. And I hate it so much. And they literally did it right there, where she was like, oh, it's nothing. And then 2 seconds later, she was like, we're being watched. Out loud, where everyone could hear her. Like, what was the point? Like, just tell her, like, I see something up there. I hate that. It's like, it is my biggest pet peeve. It's so many games do it. It's so many movies do it. I hate it. Like, just say, like, oh, I see something up there. Like, why not tell your people?
We go to take our place beside Archon Louisoix. To your positions.
Sometimes there's a reason behind it, but most of the time, it's just artificial confusion.
Logalo, Asawad Daken, Bet Mubut. Imarat Way, Kiskat Toga Wadadorns.
Kind of sounds like Pig Latin. It's not, but it kind of has that same owl way, like a lot of ways, and kind of sounds like Pig Latin.
Feastun the only Lamrai Satai Dorn.
Yeah, they're cool. I like them a lot. How you feeling, Petra? Well, I just passed out during, like, the most important thing ever, so that kind of sucks. Kind of look like a fool. They said you fainted in the middle of one of the general's stories. I had to have you carried back to the hourglass. Uh-oh. Now they think I was bored to death. I reckon you made quite an impression on her fellow guests, though probably not the sort you intended. You sure you get enough rest, Petra? The life of an adventurer can be pretty taxing. Any road, I'm glad to see you're back to normal. No offense, but looking after you is getting a bit tiresome. How long have I been out? Oh, before I forget, the general left a message for you. Said that when you're feeling up to it, you should come see him at the Hall of Flames. Probably wants to finish the story he was telling you when you fell asleep. So am I just like the biggest laughing stock of the whole city now? We finally invite a civilian adventurer to our hoity-toity party, and she falls asleep listening to the general's story. What a loser. I was gonna say earlier, but then that happened. I really like the idea of having these separate stories happen in the different cities, and then they all kind of coincide with the main story of the game. Because I feel like it's kind of cool how if you had a friend that started in a different city, and they did like all of their city stuff, and you did all your city stuff, and then you went to go do the main whatever, and you both like partied up, it's almost like having different people from different backgrounds like working together, you know, almost like the general Final Fantasy trope that I love so much, of like different people from different backgrounds coming together to defeat the final evil. In a way, that kind of captures that same feeling of like, you have someone that learned all of the history of this city, and you have a person who learned all the history of this city, and then you're both bringing your own perspective thoughts of the story together, and then you get to experience the rest of the story together, and you both have different outlets of knowledge so you can bring to the table, you know what I mean? Like, it's such a cool idea, and it fits the general feeling of Final Fantasy that I love so much, of having characters that understand different things, have different personalities, have different backgrounds, working together to defeat evil. And it does it in a better way than 11 did. Not that I'm trying to push down 11 all the time, but 11 just had a more... I mean, 11 did it similar, but again, it kind of fits into that, like, yeah, but the cities hate, the races hate each other, and the cities are not together, and so you're almost against each other more than working together. But 11 did it too. I think 11 deserves mention that it had like the same idea, but perhaps this one does it a bit better. That settles it. We're never bringing an adventurer again. We were the first and we were the last. The legend of Petra Snakeboat ruined it for the rest of us. I've been waiting for you, Petra. I trust you are fully recovered. Good, because there's much work to be done. Work that I would have you do. Tanks. Do I want a little cat minion? I do, but I don't know if I want to go seek it out or if I want to just let it happen naturally. Petra Snakeboat, the ultimate legend. I don't know. I'll think about it. Let me run to the bathroom real quick. Oh, trade me one? No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do any trading. I thought you meant like I could go get one right now through a quest or something. Anyways, back in a second. Man, this chair can be so loud sometimes. Maybe I need to grease it a bit. Listen well, Petra. This will take some time to explain. I prepared these letters for my counterparts in the Orison Alliance. "5 years ago, we looked on, powerless, as our brothers and sisters were taken from us at Cartonau. First by the Garleans, and then by the thrice-danged Primal called forth by their treachery. Not a day goes by that I do not think of my fallen comrades, and of the warriors of light, of whom no trace remained. The tragedies of the calamity are not so easily forgotten, nor should they be. In remembering all we've lost, we're reminded of what we still have. So I mean to mark the 5th anniversary of the Battle of Cartonau with a memorial service honoring the fallen. It is my hope that the counterparts of the Alliance will agree to do the same. And I would have you bear my words to them as my personal envoy. Why you? Because your deeds mark you out as the nearest thing I have to a warrior of light. I can think of none more worthy of the role. The question is, will you accept it?" Me and my hat accept. Then it is agreed. You will journey to Gridania and Limsa Laminsa, there you go, as my official representative. Now, that's a great many malms to travel, but I've neither the time nor patience to wait around while you do it on foot. Whoa, my hand. Usually they have like a good angle to where you can't tell you're holding nothing, but this angle, it's like so brutally obvious I'm not actually have anything in my hand. This looks like I'm looking at my, whoa, 5-time CW champion. I hereby grant you permission to use the airship routes connecting the 3 city-states. This path serves as proof of your privilege. Gone are the days when airship travel were available to all. The ever-present threat of Imperial attack has forced us to impose drastic restrictions out of concern for public safety. These passes are only granted when circumstance demands it, as in this case, though there were others who insisted you be granted one regardless. I, Petra, I am not alone in seeing it. Your potential is plain. They call it the Petra potential. But I've said enough. In the name of the Sultana, I bid you forth. See for yourself the wonders of the realm of which the warriors of light risked all. Rise to your calling and fulfill your promise. And should your path be barred by man or beast, strike fast and true, for victory belongs to the bold. Now go, Petra, and heed the crystal's guidance should you ever lose your way. Petrol. Potential. So... speak to Mamadi now. My Petriental. Ah, back from your meeting with Roban, are you? What did the big man have to say? Is that a fact? Why is she so cute? Personal envoy, the Flame General himself. So you'll be bearing the great man's words to the leaders of the Alliance, will you? And by airship. Bugger me, that's an honor and a half it is. But I can't think of anyone who deserves it more. I'm proud of you, Petra, I truly am. Now, I dare say Ruban told you this, but not many people get to go on airships these days. In fact, most folk go to their graves having never once seen auroras up from above. Poor buggers shuffle off to meet thou having never known the blues of Limsa Laminsa's shimmering seas or the myriad greens of leafy Gridania. But not you, Petra. I like how the Gridania is like green and beautiful, and Limsa has the beautiful seas, and then we're stuck here in the desert. That's probably why they're so excited to... She was so excited to see him. But now you, Petra, you'll see those sights and more, and everywhere you go, you'll find fascinating folk with fascinating tales to tell. The people you meet, the places you go, savor these experiences. They are all priceless. All. For they are priceless all. Saying that, I'd be remiss of me if I didn't remind you to be careful out there. Old ain't the only place beset by troubles, as you'll discover when you visit Limsa and Gridania. Truth be told, that might well be exactly what the General wants you to realize. I think he knows what kind of woman you are, Petra. And what kind's that, you ask? Why, the kind that can't resist sticking her nose in other people's business, of course. And don't you ever go changing. Safe travels, Petra. I'll see you when you get back. I think it's time to take the sweater off. We mean business now. So I'm guessing the airships are down here or something. Oh, right in the center. Why is there no... Am I blind? I might be blind. I don't see it. What? It says that... It says that it's this way. There's an elevator? You know, maybe I should just, like... Green door. This? I was gonna say maybe I should just turn off all the markers on the map. Greetings, madame. This is the reservations counter for passengers traveling to Limsa Lominsa. If I'm not mistaken, you are the Flame General's envoy, Petra Snakeboat, yes? My name has gone far and wide. Highwind Skyways is at your service. Will you be flying with us today? Highwind Skyways! You better believe I'm going Highwind Skyways. Wait. Attention all passengers, the airship bound for Limsa Lominsa is about to depart. Please make your way to the boarding gate. Oh, jam now. Wait, is this really my airship? This isn't like the transport to the airship? Wait, the stairs don't even fold in. What is this, 1485? When first we met beneath the Sultan tree, I sensed there was something unusual about her. I wonder if they will feel the same. Godspeed, Petra, Godspeed. If I'm right, they'll be singing your praises from here to the far reach before long. May you always walk in the light of the crystal. I'm just standing. Just standing in the middle of it, not like sitting or... Just T-posing right in the middle of the airship. I want to ride that thing. The heck is this, Final Fantasy 13? What am I looking at? Is this the Imperial Army? Is this Final Fantasy 12? What's going on? Is this Star Wars?
It has been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Egrios, mightiest of all vessels.
So it is Star Wars.
Silver Till lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day.
Hate when that happens.
The heart of which flew the great Midgard Zormer. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship is lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest. Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet, it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balzar.
Oh, we know his name now.
Senior engineers, please report to Magitech research following scheduled inspection.
Magitech.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at Eorzea?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Carteneau. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus's plan.
Oh, he's dead.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Othard, my lord.
Alamigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume.
I don't know what you...
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarium sees all.
Told you he was dead. He's a gunblade.
Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
At once, my lord.
Where do I get those cool glasses?
Garland. Soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
It'll be easy, there's no blood or anything. He just kind of swung his sword and he died on the spot. Man, that was quite the wild change. Like, it's been walking around killing bees and at the very most a gargoyle. And then suddenly it's just like dystopian Star Wars monsters and crazy shift. Cool though. I'm new here. Where do I go? Ah, you must be the envoy from Ul'dah. Welcome to Limsa, madame. Admiral Bluvlef awaits your arrival. Can I get a different person? Would that be possible? You are the Ul'dah envoy. Welcome to Limsa. The Admiral has been looking forward to your arrival. Please proceed to the Crow's Lift at your earliest convenience. It will take you to Bulwark Hall. Once there, pray speak with Xanthael. He will be pleased to show you into the Admiral's command room on the bridge. Can he show me how to pronounce the Admiral's name? The Drowning Wench. Well, we're going there. I don't know what it is, but we're going there. What? Do you guys have... Does anyone here have a name I can pronounce? The Drowning Wench, that's a little morbid, isn't it? Morbid? Ah, only if you think the lass is drowning in water. The name has more to do with sinful amounts of ale than aught else, and that's how the sailors and scoundrels in here like it. We see more than a few of you adventurer types as well, and that keeps Baudron busy wiping noses and handing out advice to the greenhorns. He never could resist taking in the strays. What is going on over there? Okay. I'm supposed to go to the lower decks. But, what if I don't? What the? I don't think I have a map for that yet. Just Culinarian? Oh, that'd be cool. Marauder. Okay, maybe I will go to lower decks. Yeah, this place seems a bit less organized. But I just got here, so... This is not where I wanted to go. But I kind of want to just look. Holy cow. This place is sweet. Look at that boat. This place is so much cooler than Ul'dah. So bright. So vibrant. Now, how do I get to those stairs? Should I just take the elevator? Unless this actually is... No, it's this lower decks. Okay. Fisherman. Ah, there it is. The Rogues Guild. We might as well do this first. Greetings, madame, and welcome to our fair city. If you would permit me to examine the seal on the missive you carry. Yes, everything seems to be in order. My apologies. We cannot afford to be complacent. You understand. Please step this way. Psst. How do I pronounce the Admiral's name?
Enter.
Oh, maybe she'll say it. Oh, it's her.
So the silver-tongued merchants send an adventurer to speak for them. It appears the Uldans place great faith in you. This way. I bid you welcome. I am Melvi Blufisvin, Admiral of Limsa and Commander of the Maelstrom.
That's not hard. Blufisvin. The W is a V.
Now, what news from Thanalan?
Yo, Cass, thank you so much for the 25-month primer. Thank you so much for using your Prime. I really appreciate that. Thank you. The memorial service to honor the fallen. Seven hells. Has it been 5 years? 5 years since the Garlean Empire sought to wrest Eorza from our grasp? It was an answer to the imperial threat that the city-states formed the grand companies and forged the Eorzan alliance anew. But Garlemald was not content to wager all on a simple contest of martial might. They had other plans, the Meteor Project. Legatus Nael von Darnus, Hell's Taken, intended to cleanse our realm by snatching the lesser moon, Dalamud, from the heavens and casting it down upon our heads. Dude was gonna throw a moon at us. Desperate to prevent this lunatic scheme, we marched our forces to the Cartonau Flats and there met the 7th Imperial Legion in battle. Never have I seen a fight like the Battle of Cartonau, and I've seen full many. But though we gave no quarter, spared not one ounce of effort, we could not prevent what followed. I always love that phrase. Gave no quarter. From inside the shell of Dalamud came a winged nightmare, a dragon the size of a bloody city. 'Twas the elder primal Bahamut, bent on making an 8th hell of Eorza, or Orzea. So hard to say. In the space of a breath, the legions of the Empire were set aflame, while our own armies fared little better. 'Twas as if the whole world was burning. Words cannot well describe the scene. And yet, by some miracle, a few among us were spared. Even as I steeled myself for death, a blinding white light enveloped me, robbing me of my senses. When I regained them, the dragon was gone, and the still smoldering land was warped beyond all knowing. Where Archon Louis... How do you say that? Louiso? Still with us, he would doubtless shed some light on these unfathomable happenings. Alas, he is not, and I fear we will want for his wisdom in the days to come. They said it during that cutscene. I forgot. For a while, our nation struggled to recover from the devastation. Louis Swa. Gotta get the Swa in there. The beastmen call forth their damned primals to torment us anew. Unless we put aside our differences and rebuild now, our foes will catch us unprepared. And I speak not only for the beastmen. Do not imagine that the Empire was forsaken to claim on Eorzea. The Imperials crowd our borders, waiting to strike. Louis Swag. Damn it all, we need champions to replace those we lost. But such thought are worse than worthless. Time is short, and none will save us, save ourselves. It is the duty of every soul who survived the calamity to work together for the good of Eorzea, and this memorial service may be the very thing to unite us. You mean death is going to unite you? I, Roban, has the right of it. I accept his proposal. Scribble, scribble, scribble. Dude, that guy's got some sick goggles. We did it, boys. We made it. My name finally makes sense. Your duty is done here, adventurer. I will see to it that the Flame General receives my reply. You travel next to Gridania, yes? Pray give my regards to the Elder Seed Seer. Oh, and tell her the wolf has been sniffing around the stables. A private jest, and one in poor taste, but I would have you tell it all the same. That is fantastic. It's a dumb joke, and it's also in poor taste, but I'm going to have you say it anyways. Fare you well, Petra. May the Navigator guide you on your journey. I like her. I am not going to go do what you told me to do. I am going to go become a rogue. Holy moly, look at all this. Someone's got a poo-poo. Saw another one over here. Lady Farquaad. Is that guy flying? With bunny ears?